Here we go. How was the world different when you grew up than it is today, which today is 2019?
Yeah. In my day, it was so much more quiet. There wasn't a lot of noise and confusion around. And even in the news, they gave you some news, but if anybody was shot, it would be so alarming because it just didn't happen. And so you didn't get a lot of bad news like that. Things that were kind of probably went on but were not really talked about was like unwanted pregnancies by teenagers. And that was kind of hush-hush. And, but, you know, it was nice that we had dances to go to. It was usually through our church, though, but we had a lot of dances to go to. And they were with live music. We had bands, which was really, really nice. And it was just... was a nice environment. And where I lived, it was sort of like in the country anyway, because there was no malls or shopping centers as there is now, but in my day there wasn't.
Which was where?
In Riverside. It was Arlington, California, which is part of Riverside. And so there were orange groves across the street and around in various areas, and that was just pretty nice. They had the magnolia tree the parent magnolia tree is in Riverside. I assume it's still alive, we have a lot of magnolia trees around now, but this was considered the parent magnolia tree.
Wow.
And of course they had the Mission Inn. That was kind of a place that people even like to go to today.
Yeah.
And I don't know, you have some questions?
So just
like,
so you say it was different in that it was less confusing, less busy, less loud.
Mm-hmm.
Probably you think it was easier or harder for kids growing up back then compared to now?
We didn't have the internet, no computers,
no cable TV.
no cable TV. We just had certain stations, and it was just so simple. Life was much simpler in those days than it is today. We just have so many things going on today to distract people from their attention, whatever they're trying to think about. They get distracted so much because there's so many things going on. I mean, it's not only on television, but everybody has their iPhones or Apple products or Microsoft or whatever. And so the kids are just, right now, a lot of kids have this real problem of they can't take themselves away from playing games on the computer. Well, the only times we played games is with the family occasionally, and that was just for fun, because that would be a family activity.